Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Factorio C Block. This is episode number 37. Well, Zisteau, what are we doing today on Factorio, Zisteau? Well, I'll let you know. Today, we are going to get into the alien science, the alien tech, and we're going to be making all the different alien types of stuff. Alien stuff, Zisteau, what do you mean? Well, I'll show you. Okay, so if we open the tech tree and all the stuff we can research, you can see the different science packs that each one of these needs. And if we scroll down, you see that some of them are slightly different colors. And if we scroll down even more, you can see all these like weird colored things. This is all the alien science stuff. All these weird different ammo types and rockets and stuff. We don't really care about that. But if we scroll up here to, for instance, this. If we want to make the Power Armor Mark III, we have to research it. And it takes orange alien science pack, blue alien science pack, and gold science pack. And then each additional tier takes a different color. Yellow alien science pack, purple, etc. And the last one, Power Armor 5, it takes red and green. So we need to be able to make all this alien stuff, the different science packs, and those are made from the different little colored pieces of alien gloop that you would normally find laying around if you kill aliens, but you normally only get the normal purple one. And so I think sometimes you'll get like a slightly different color, but mostly you get the base color. We have to learn how to make all these different things. If this wasn't required to finish the game, we might just skip Power Armor Mark V, but we actually do need this kind of stuff. It's not just needed for Power Armor Mark V, we'll need it for portable fusion reactors, ranks the next, and the next. We will also need it for batteries and stuff, but the real reason we just have to do it is because to finish C-Block, we've got to finish the SpaceX stuff. All this spaceship stuff we are building in outer space, we're sending up with a rocket. Some of it requires that alien stuff. So the next thing we would research for the SpaceX would be this guy right here, space construction. We would start making a dry dock assembly component and a structural component, and then we've got to shoot up all these different things and add them to our spaceship construction area. And some of them require that alien technology stuff, like this. The protection field for our interdimensional, whatever, multigalactic spaceship requires 100 alien shields Mark VI. And that requires the alien tech. If I, let's see, alien shields. I guess I didn't ever research any of that stuff because we don't need it. Here we go. Never researched it because we don't need it on this pack with just the worms around that I can snipe. But if we want to finish the game, we'll have to do it. So how do we get to the alien tech stuff? Well, we're going to go through this. We're going to research red algae processing, which is going to get us red algae, which I think the only thing it's really used for is to make this stuff, the calcium carbonate. I guess the red algae, it takes concentrated mud water and ammonia gas. It's like a deep sea heat vent kind of thing. And then after that, we will get all this alien bioprocessing. We will be able to make little petri dishes and stuff, and grow our own alien bacteria and whatever, and get our own artifacts. And then we're going to take that and turn those into all of these science packs. So one of the first things we need to do, in addition to researching this, so I guess we can go and research it. It's going to be kind of fast. Boom, boom. Okay, that one's done. Next. All right, that one's done. 3, 2, 1. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, so while that's going, the reason we've got to research... Oh, maybe wait. Okay, it's done. All right, that was quick. So the reason we need to be up here in the metal area is because we need a few extra things in our base. So for instance, if I search for just aliens, you can see all the different colored alien stuff we can make. And let's say we're going to need to make a red alien science pack. Or let's pick purple. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Purple Alien Science Pack is made from Purple Alien Artifact, which is made from Small Purple Alien Artifact, which is made from a Purple Alien Pre-Artifact. That's all simple and linear. Then we get to this stage where we need a cut amethyst and titanium paste. So the cut amethyst is the reason we recently added amethyst and sapphire to our production area down in the south. And then we are going to need titanium paste, which cellulose paste is no big deal, but we're going to need to add titanium ore to our base. And so we're going to come up here to where we're making the titanium. We actually have to run a bit farther north. It is this slightly less purpley purple. More, okay, right here. Okay, so we need to find the actual ore right there. And we need a way to put that on a network. I guess we should maybe make like a little little blueprint because we're going to have to do this for 4 different types of things. So let's just limit that to like that. Okay, that's going to be our very complex blueprint. Did I use the right chest? Passive? Yes. Okay, good. Sometimes I get them mixed up. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. And that. And that. And now we will have titanium in our network. But remember, we kept our network separate. And that's going to be important in a second. We will also need to add the same thing for tungsten, which we just passed. So let's go add that guy. Tungsten is the kind of brown-looking one right here. There we go. All right, those will be full in just a second. We also need gold and zinc. I think is the only 4. The other ones we need, the other ores we need are already in our base, like iron and copper and stuff, which we already put on a belt because we needed those for catalyst frames. Okay, so gold is right here. All right. Okay, I'm going to have to modify this a little bit. That's fine. Pick up that way. I guess that's getting used a lot. That's fine. And then this one. Yeah, not a lot of space here. Well, oh, I know what we can do. Okay, we'll do it this way. I will put a little underground belt there. Put our dudes. What color belt is that? Yellow. Not that it matters. Do I have yellow underground belts? Yes. I guess maybe it might matter in the future. I'm not sure. All right, so there's gold, and we have to go run and get zinc. And then we're going to create a little connection zone between our 2 different networks. We need to hit up zinc, which is going to be down here just slightly. Okay, it's one of these. I can never tell just by looking at them. Which one looks more zinky? I think it might be this one, but I can never tell. Yeah, that one's nickel. Of course, I was right. All right, and this one is quite zinky. So I'm just going to go like that. There we go. And these, by the way, we can upgrade these to Mark IVs, and they can also take productivity modules, which I'm going to come back and do in a little bit, just so that we can get more ores out of that. But now we've got all those guys in our network, but it's the network up here. And you might remember when we updated our networks with the Roboport Mark IVs and all that kind of stuff, we kept our networks very close together. And so we've got this tiny little connection zone here where we can request things, and then we can transfer it to our next little area. Actually, I want it to be just because of the distance involved. We're going to do pick up and drop off, and we're going to copy those values. We want to limit these as well, whatever. Like that. And so now we've got a little connection zone. We have to tell them what to pick up. We went for gold ore. We went for, let's see, tungsten was one of them. Titanium was one of them. And then zinc was the 4th. We can find it. Zinc. Okay, so now we've got this in our network down to the south, and we can request it. We only need this alien stuff for a few things, and then we're going to be done with it. So I didn't want to just add extra belts and have all that ore take up all the belt all the way down there just for this one little thing. We will need a decent amount in the very end, but I think that will do it. I just didn't want to I could have made this all one giant network. That would have caused problems. I didn't want robots flying the entire distance of the base trying to transport things. And also, I'm requesting things and putting them on belts in ways that it would create loops of things flying around in loops, and that's why we made the network separate. Now that we got that stuff all set up, though, we can come down here and we can set up the alien stuffs. All right, so here are all the machines we need for all the different alien stuff. And now that we have unlimited power with our nuclear power, we can just go crazy with modules and as many beacons as I feel like. And since we don't need a zillion of these anyway, we're just going to go basically like one machine for each thing. So it's fairly straightforward. We need the paste. We will make the cellulose paste and probably send it down a belt this way. Each one of these different pastes takes a different ore, which we now have in our system. This one's zinc. The gold one is gold. This one is titanium, etc. And then they go to the left. And then each of these pre-artifacts, they take a different cut gem. This one's ruby, this one's emerald, etc., etc. Then it goes pretty directly to the small artifact, the normal size artifact, And then the science pack. We need some science packs for research, and we'll need these normal-sized artifacts to create some of the advanced stuff like the power armors. And then, let's see, let's back up a little bit here. This is one of the things we need, the alien pre-artifact. We need a substrate dish and an alien bacteria. Substrate dish is a petri dish, silver paste, and cellulose paste. We're going to be making a lot of cellulose paste. We'll also be making silver paste, which I have right here. Silver ore we have on our belt. The petri dish is just made from glass. That's simple. So we're going to need a lot of this paste, so I'm probably going to send that down on a belt to get turned into all these guys. And then all these dishes need to be sent down on a belt to get inserted into these guys. And we will need also some passive provider chests, that kind of stuff, to do a lot of it with robots. Then we've got to make this thing, the alien bacteria, which is looks a little bit crazy, but it's not that tricky. We need the spores, which is going to come from this guy. We're going to filter the spores from the air in conjunction with some purified water. No big deal. Then we need calcium carbonate, which is made with the very spanking new red algae. So calcium carbonate gets liquefied or whatever. And we've got the red cellulose fiber here, and we're just going to make it from the red algae. That is the only thing the red algae does in this whole mod pack. And for that, we need concentrated mud water and ammonia gas. So concentrated mud water is pretty simple. We take the viscous stuff out of the ground, and we filter it twice. And we end up with some extra mud, which filters back around through in a big loop. And then we have a few things that we need, like the ammonia, which we're already producing. And so we're going to just basically put that on the network via barrels. So I've got a whole bunch of ammonia producers here for our rocket fuel. And so we are going to do something about that. Where are they on my bar? There's so many items here. Sometimes I just have such a hard time looking at all the little symbols. Okay, I don't see it there. I know I have them on me. There they are. Found them. Okay. So this guy is going to barrel up the ammonia gas. Then we will need a requester chest for some barrels. And a passive provider chest. And I think probably just a fast insert is fine. And we want to request some barrels. Like so. Let's request, I don't know, 50. 50 sounds good. And then we will limit this to, I don't know, same number, 50. All right, now those are getting added to our network, and we can pick them up over to the right. There's a few other things which we will also need to make all of this paste. We will need some cellulose fiber and some sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide's already in the network, so we are just going to borrow some cellulose fiber from some of our algae farms already in existence. Not the brown ones, though, the green ones. So when we're not doing the things that require all this stuff, you know, the alien stuff doesn't really use all of these chemicals that are getting produced from the coal right here. So we may as well borrow the cellulose fiber from here. And I guess, I deleted that old, I don't want to delete that blueprint. I did delete that other blueprint that I had. I'll just make another one. Okay, so we want a passive provider chest. And we want a stack inserter, and we would just want to limit that to whatever, because we're going to have a lot of these little chests, so just have a few stacks in each one. Do that kind of thing. Pick it back up, and then we're just going to run around and put these on the network. There, that'll take care of that. Give these guys something to do when they're being lazy bones over here. And I guess we probably don't even need to use all of these, but we may as well put a decent amount. I guess that's where our network ends, so I'll just go down that far. And then after that, I think we're ready mostly to set it up. I just have to set all of the inserters and chests and all that kind of information. Probably rotate it around, make it look pretty, make a blueprint. All right, so everything is laid out. Time to plug everything in. We've got some alien spores being filtered out of the air, and they're ended up down here making alien bacteria. We've got to plug in our mud pump stuff. Here is a seafloor pump that goes there. There might be a little bit of an overflow issue. I might have to come back and correct, because we're going to turn our extra mud back into viscous mud water. We need a water pump right there. There we go. All right, so that is filtering the mud water, and that is ending up there. We need to request some. Let's see. We want here. No. Here? Yeah. Okay, so we want some ammonia gas barrels. There we go. Ammonia gas will show up in just a bit, and let's request 50 or something. And then to keep this from totally filling up and jamming everything up, we're using an active provider, so it gets stored somewhere else till it's needed elsewhere. And we've got the red algae. Good. That's going to make this pretty soon. And of course, we're going to be beaconing the crap out of everything, more or less. So I guess we can go ahead and start right now. Can I fit 2 right there? No. Okay, we'll just start with 1. We'll start modestly, and then we'll increase. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so that's getting made. That's getting turned into calcium carbonate. That's getting added up there. Now we got our second ingredient. Now we need the third one, which is going to be this acidy stuff. We need to plug in our water friends. This guy and this guy. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay, so this little guy right here is the same module I used to create the hydrochloric, or not that one, this one. The hydrochloric acid, which we've been using for ages. Do you have an output for your... Say it, you do not. Okay, that's actually a problem. We need to provide a way to get rid of it, so I'm actually going to put that into... Let's see, where can I even put that? I guess we can put it in a giant... So I'd never have to think about it again. Do I have a warehouse? I got a warehouse. Okay, we're going to put that on a belt, just so I never have to worry about it again. And then put it, like, down yonder. There we go. Because we don't actually want that, do we? No, not for this particular process. That's getting combined into that. That gets combined to make hydrochloric acid. And then that is coming down here to make perchloric acid, which isn't getting made. Let's go investigate. This stuff is getting made. Oh, we also... Yeah, okay, so this is getting added. Sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydro... Why is this not... this inserter's not working? Oh, because we already made it. Okay, so we've already made enough. We've gone down here. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we've got to actually make a blue metal catalyst, which is okay, because we already brought the titanium ore down into the base. So then we need to request those 2 ore types. We need the titanium and cobalt. And that should be here in just a moment. That should be the last ingredient. Then we should have our alien bacteria up and running. While we're waiting for that stuff, let's fill in some of these other guys. This needs some glass. I'm just going to search for that, even though I kind of know where to get it. It's here. Found it. Okay, that's going to make our dishes. And then we're going to need, for this guy, we're going to need just a pretty good amount of sodium hydroxide. There we go. Not that one, though. This one. Sodium hydroxide. Let's go ahead and change the number, though. Let's just make it a very large number, because we're going to be making a lot of this very fast. And then we would need a lot of cellulose fiber. Are those needed in the same... No, we need even more cellulose fiber. Fine. Cellulose fiber. Bam. Okay, bring me 3,000 of that. Yeah, just fill it up. And this thing is going to need, like, a lot of speed upage, though it's going to get hit by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of those. Okay, now you're producing. You should also provide for here. This guy needs silver ore. Is this the right? Yeah, that's the right one. Okay, you need silver ore, which is right there. And then this guy requires... You don't require anything from this, because we ended up getting everything. I was originally going to put this on the network, but I ended up making it so that it would directly insert. Did we ever get this guy? Alien bacteria, yes. We've got alien bacteria. We just need the substrate dish. And in order to make that... Okay, something isn't working here. Cellulose paste. Oh, we've got silver paste. What are we missing? We're missing normal cellulose paste. Oh, okay. Fine. One thing I missed. So this needs to go, drop off all the way there, and pick up there. There we go. Okay, now we're making a substrate dish. That's going here. It's making the alien pre-artifact. Now that's going on the belts. That's headed down here. We need to tell these guys to get all of their metal ores that they require. Is that everything else? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, now we just need to add the ores, and I think we're sort of done. We need to add the gems. Yeah, okay, so let's do these. Let's just run down the row. This shouldn't take long. This one's zinc. Since we're going to be all on the same page here, running from right to left, I don't have to change tabs. This one needs gold. This is titanium, okay. Titanium, the purple one. Titanium, this one is tungsten. Tungsten is right there. This one is cobalt, because it's blue. Cobalt, and this one is iron. For the uncolored one, uses the most basic metal type, I guess. We have to come back through and add the ruby gem things. We want the cut ones, not the polished ones. So those are just by color as well. That's green. This is topaz. Nope. No, it's not. Uh-oh. Okay, this is diamonds. Diamonds, actually. Okay, the robot's already brought it because they're quick as molasses. That one's diamonds, emeralds, rubies. Those are all getting produced. Oh, it's exciting. Okay, then we need amethysts, which are purple. I guess I should probably check each one, just to make sure. I'm going to dump these in here, since we already have them. Topazes. And sapphires. Okay, that's the last one. It should be up and running. Yes, it looks like they're all being made. And then these guys get productivity modules, so I'm going to grab some speed modules, and I'm going to speed these guys up to get them back up to speed. Eventually, we're just going to add speed modules to all these things. So you may be wondering, what does 45 crafting speed look like? This is normally a process that takes 20 seconds. So that's what that looks like. This process normally takes 3 seconds. Yeah, we are using a lot of beacons, and we're gonna keep using a lot of beacons. I finally got enough of the petri dishes or whatever just filtered down to the end. Now we can make our one alien lab. Only gonna make the one. Where did it go? It's not done yet. That's where it is. Okay, we're going to replace this guy with that. We're going to tell all these things to request that, and then we're going to fill all this with speed modules and the lab with productivity modules. Hopefully it can accept those. Guess we'll find out. But buy them. Yeah, it can get 3. Okay, that's not super awesome. I want these more advanced. Yeah, I don't think those can take the alien stuff. So we need to request all these guys, like one of each, basically. So I'm just going to go here. We're just going to go down the row. Except, well, not for this one, not the logistics one. But we want one of all of these. And then we can actually start doing some research. Looks like we're already getting some fun guys showing up. We don't want the last one either, the space one. Okay, but all those guys are already there. Awesome. So the current... let's see, where is the speed? 92%. Well, whatever, let's do some research. We want the power armor for sure. That's what we want. So let's start with that one. There it goes. Okay, but not very impressive. So let's grab our speed modules and see what this does to the process. Do that. There we go. Okay, now it's moving along a little bit. I think we can do better, though. I've got some more of these. This may burn through more than we can really produce at any one time, but while we're not doing this particular type of research, these guys are going to be filling up and backing up, so I don't mind going a little bit... this is not quite 100% efficient if we were doing this all the time, but we're not going to be doing it all the time. Let's put some lights down, too. Why don't we do that? So we can have a little bit of brightness, even though I'm using night vision goggles. We ran out of the normal alien science pack. Oh, you know what? I do have a lot of these, which are not being taken because they're not being requested is the problem. But now we should have plenty of those. And then this is the purple one, which I've gotten a few of those. Let's just dump that into there. I had 1 or 2 oranges, which we used to make the, you know what? Why am I doing this? Directly inserting things. Let's just do this. Let's make a normal chest. And let's just dump those all in there. There we go. Okay, so those are all getting made. Our Power Armor 3 research is underway. Let's go down here and just check up on things. Things are going very nicely. We're making... Okay, we got a lot of that left over. We don't need as much. This is going all right. Now, what's the slowdown here? We are waiting on the calcium carbonate, which is this stuff. Okay, so it's not going fast enough. More beacons, I guess. Which means more speed modules. There we go. The whole base, we're going to be doing this kind of thing, too, now that we have infinite power. How about now? How you doing now? Seems better. Yes! Yes! Whoa, we're getting there. Okay, it's getting quite juicy. All right, well, all the stuff we need has been researched and crafted. We've got Power Armor Mark V sitting here, as well as Fusion Reactor Mark IV, some Energy Shield Mark VIs just for funsies, and Battery Mark VI. Look at that energy capacity, 1.8 gigajoules. That's ridiculous. Okay, Power Armor Mark V, grid size 16 by 16, and I am moving really slow. Is this really... This can't be how slow the character runs normally, is it? Maybe it's been so long since I didn't have a set of power armor. Whoa. Oh my gosh, and that is a large grid. Okay, maybe we could play a game of Go on this grid. It's almost big enough to play Go. And we've got Portable Fusion Reactor Mark IVs, 4x4. Each one, 3 megawatts of power. So 3 megawatts of power. These guys require 400 kilowatts. So each one of these can run 7 and change of these. So if I just do, actually, let's sneak up on that. Let's not go all the way at once. Let's see how long it takes to fill that up. Actually, probably a real long time because of how big their capacity is. We can put these guys in here, our shields. That's filling up relatively quickly. We've got some of these dudes, which we can put in. I've got more than previously, so that'll expand our range and the amount of robots we can use at once. Yeah, that looks good. You know what? Let's take one of those out and let's put this in. Okay, that seems fun. What about this kind of stuff? We want maybe some of these. How many was I wearing before? 3 or 4? I don't think I was going this fast. Maybe 3. Oh, and then I hit the concrete. Right. And don't forget, another thing we can do maybe next episode once we start our upgrade process in the end game, we have extremely fast transport belts, which will stack with concrete, which will stack with our legs. When things might get a little bit ridiculous. I've got 6 of these legs right now. Now I got 8. Do I have room to put 8 more? I have room to put 8 more. Okay. Well, yeah. 16 of them. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Yeah, this is not going... We can't really functionally play the game very easily like this, so what we'll probably do is use that many legs just to get from A to B and then take most of them out. While I'm here, may as well delete all of that. Yeah, it's a little bit silly. Look at my legs blur. Oh, I got blurry legs. Okay, can I put that against something? Oh my gosh. There you go. All right, well, that's nice. So we did a pretty good amount today. We did all the alien stuff. We got a lot of alien stuff taken care of. Next episode, we are officially in the end game. It's time to get into the space construction stuff and start working on our intergalactic, multidimensional hyperspace spaceship made out of algae. I guess we'll start researching that. And we're going to be upgrading all the things, speeding up all the things, and replacing all the belts with better belts, all the inserters with better inserters, and crafting all this stuff to shoot into space. I put a limiter on this guy, so this guy won't launch. It's automated to launch, but it won't launch if there's more than 1,000 science in here, which there is. That's going to do it for this episode. We'll see you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Goodbye.